In the 2007/8 Premier League season, Derby County made football history, and not for the right reasons. The Rams broke the record for the worst ever Premier League season, gaining a pathetic 9 points for the whole season. We now try to replicate this embarrassing effort in FIFA 18 career mode. We will be placing Derby County into the Premier League and seeing just how bad we can make them. Here are the objectives for the Derby County 9-point challenge. So here are the objectives for the Derby 9-point challenge. Objective 1, we have to finish the Premier League season with 9 points or less. Objective 2, nobody in our starting 11 can be 74 rated or above. Objective 3 is quite obvious, but we cannot get sacked. And objective 4 will be to score 20 goals or less in the Premier League season. And we will have just the one season to attempt this 9-point challenge. Let's get back into the challenge. So fellas, if you do go on to enjoy today's challenge video, make sure you leave a like on the video, and also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. We are getting very, very close to 200,000 subscribers. And a big thank you to one Nope who left a comment on the last challenge video suggesting us to do this challenge. But obviously, we've got to go and get rid of a few players if we want to get the challenge of nobody in the starting 11 being 74 rated or above. But I just want to blow this team up, to be honest. We want to make it as bad as possible so that we can get as little as points. I think the biggest problem though is going to be avoiding getting sacked. Hopefully the board are very patient with us. So literally everybody that is 74 rated or above, I'm adding to the transfer list. And I just realized there's actually not too many 74 rated players. I can't even sell Tom Huddleston. Oh wow, we might have to put him in a trade or just release him. If we get to the final game of the season and we're about to complete the challenge, I'll be releasing him. So the way I'm thinking about it, it'd probably be a smart move to get some of the worst players in the game and just sign whoever, just not Premier League quality players. I mean, we're just really going to be taking the piss, aren't we? So, let's see who we can bring in. Scott Carson, who? Ladies and gentlemen, meet our new world-class goalkeeper, Kai Mackenzie Lyle, at a grand overall of 46 overall. He joins us here for £400,000, an absolute steal. And we're going to make two more signings here. Killian Browder coming here from Limerick FC. A big signing. He joins us for £500,000 at a great 51 overall. And then I thought I'd bring in some friends. We have brought in Mitch Austin from the Melbourne Victory for an absolute steal of £15 million. The fastest man in the A-League joins Derby County.
Thanks, Jared. Really appreciate it, mate.
Fans of Derby would have to be stoked with how much business we have done. 3 more players in and we're only on the 5th. Nathan Sherrin, 46 overall, Tayo Harmer at 51 overall, and Owen Dempsey in from Drogheda United, 50 overall. This is what I call business, ladies and gentlemen. And our first player departure here, as Richard Keogh is off to Cardiff City for £2.7 million. And Andreas Weimann is off to Fulham for £1.95 million. I'm virtually just trying to sell every single one of our half-decent players. 2 more players coming in, just trying to get some more crap players into the club. Mark Foden, 48 overall goalkeeper, probably going to play him at striker. And then Tommy Cabe Modal, don't know how to pronounce his name. Also, apologies if any of the guys I've signed are even watching the video, because, yeah, I've said some pretty mean things. He said for you, Mitch. Love you, Mitch.
Thanks, Jared. Really appreciate it, mate.
And another player into the club, Osen Hassett from Finn Harps in the Irish League, joining us here for a big sum of £700,000. 3 player departures here, Alex Pearce, Casey Palmer and George Thorne, all out of the club Things are going exactly the way we want them to. Interested to see how we go at the start of the season though. And a big player departure here as Vidra is off to Southampton for £5.7 million. Another big player out of the club. And you know what? I'm just going to do it now. I said I was going to release him at the end of the season, but we may as well do it now. Tom Huddleston released from his contract and officially a free agent. Alright, so match number 1 is away at Goodison Park against Everton. Heading into this, I don't know what to expect, but I hope it is a loss. We can't afford to get draws and wins at this time of the season, and it's a 5-1 loss. More of them, please. More of them. Alright, Arsenal at home here. Come on, another 5-1 loss. If we cop 5-1 losses, actually I don't want to cop 5-1 losses all the time because we don't want to score that many goals, but it's a 2-3 loss. But we can't afford to be scoring this many goals. Alright, if there was any game where we would stand a chance, it would be against Cardiff, considering they're a recently promoted side like us in this made up sort of save, because obviously Derby didn't get promoted, but let's see how we go, and it's a 4-0 loss. I'm just happy we didn't score any goals. Uh-oh, look in the top left-hand corner. That manager rating is starting to slide. And we have sold Scott Carson to Bournemouth for £2.3 million. So it's been a busy bloody window. We spent a lot of money. We got rid of a lot of players. Our squad is looking absolutely atrocious. Let's see if we can complete the 9-point challenge in this first season. My biggest worry is just getting sacked. Alright, home to Manchester United. I'm interested to see when the final straw is going to be for the board, but how do we go? It's a 2-0 loss. Also, if you guys didn't notice, I've kind of played around and put some players in weird positions to make sure we can't score. Like, I've got centre backs in striker, I've got a midfielder in goals, I've got a goalkeeper at right midfielder, another goalkeeper at centre midfielder. I'm just throwing people wherever. Strikers at centre back. I'm just trying to cause as much mayhem as possible, really. Alright, away at St. James's Park here against fellow strugglers Newcastle United. Can we get a point against them? I don't think so. I hope not. Let's just make sure we don't score goals. It's a 4-0 loss. Oh no, we're only in September and this is already happening. Performance review meeting scheduled. Oh no. Maybe we could get right to the edge of getting sacked, then nick a win, get it up a little. I don't know. I honestly don't see us going the whole season. Maybe our results in the Carabao Cup will help us though. We got a 1-0 win over AFC Wimbledon. Home to Chelsea. Is this going to see us get sacked? If we lose like 4-0, 5-0 in this game, are we going to get sacked? Let's see. It's a 2-1 loss. Not the most embarrassing result, but still. Ah, God, we've slipped into the 40s as well. I don't see us. We're only 6 games in. We've got 32 games to go. I don't see us lasting the whole season. Alright, home to Southampton. Are we going to manage to get ourselves a point? I mean, we're pushing with the goals. We've scored a couple of goals as well, so that could be a big problem. But it's a 0-0 draw. We got a point. Maybe that's going to get the board off of our backs for a little bit. Also, I don't know why I just celebrated getting a point, but we got up to a 61 manager rating. Every 7 games, maybe we need to just get a point. Away at the Etihad. Come on, we've got 1 point on the board. We can't afford to get any more, really, unless we're on the verge of getting sacked. Hopefully we get a draw then, but it's going to be a 5-0 loss to Man City. It's happened again. Performance review meeting schedule down into the 40s. Oh, God. Home to Bournemouth. How much longer are we going to last? Maybe we can get a point against them, but I mean, with having 40 and 50 rated players now starting 11, they get a goal in the first minute and they win 2-0. Oh, no. No, we lasted 9 games and we got terminated. Oh no.
We knew you could do it.
I think it's pretty clear to see, fellas, that this challenge is borderline impossible. Now, I want you guys at home to have a try at attempting this challenge. If you manage to do better than me, if you manage to get all 38 games done, if you complete the challenge, tweet it at me at JarradHD, because I am genuinely interested to see if this can happen. But all we got was 1 point. We got 8 games in and we got sacked. We were on track for every goal except we got sacked, and that was the hardest one of all. The board was not lenient at us at all. And the 9-point challenge with Derby County in FIFA is borderline impossible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to accept a job at some random club and then see at the end of the season where this Derby County side ended up finishing. So, Accrington Stanley's our only choice. We're going to simulate to the end of the season and see how many points Derby County finished on. Wow. If you look down the bottom of the table, Derby did finish in 20th position, but 27 points. Now, my assumption is the new manager got in there, signed a bunch of decent players with the money we had in January, got rid of the shit players, put the players that were still decent back into the starting 11, and managed to get 5 wins and 12 draws. But personally, I'm confident if we didn't get sacked, we would have easily been able to beat the challenge. I mean, we were 10 games in, and we had only managed to get 1 point, and we weren't really close in any games. So I think we would have been able to beat the challenge if there was a mode where you could have said you can't get sacked. If there was a feature like that, the 9-point challenge more than likely would have been achieved. But fellas, that is where we will conclude today's challenge video. Like trying out these very difficult ones. If you have any other suggestions on what we should do, make sure you leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this chaotic video, make sure you leave a like on it, and also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Most importantly though, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD. I am out. Peace.